Hey, it's Mark. I thought I'd do a follow-up on some of the setups that I've been tracking here the past week or so. So the first one is this uranium stock, or it's like in the uranium plays here, this ASPI. I talked about this one. This is like a couple days ago. It was it was the only one that was still looking pretty good, out of the industry here, and it did a bull flag that I was kind of watching there, and then it just ripped today. But unfortunately, I didn't trade today. Like I didn't even look at anything today, so I missed that one. But hopefully, maybe somebody saw that setup there, and because that was the only one that I liked out of the uranium stocks, and I didn't really have much faith in any of these for short term, except that one just kind of did even better than I thought it was going to do off that flag. So it's got trend support right there. We've got pretty clear uptrend here. There's like a lot of volume today, so that one's looking pretty good. And I haven't checked the news yet. I just sat down, so I probably should have taken a minute to check stuff, but I thought I'd just go through these really quick so I can get this video out maybe before like midnight, because I don't want to get it too late for East Coast people. So yeah, I was just looking through this note. There's like an offering. That's interesting. Looks like that's a few days ago. They increased their offering size. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of. I don't know what that was, but anyway, that thing ripped today. And the other stuff that I noticed today that I checked so far is these EV plays, and those are the ones I was talking about yesterday in the video, if you watch the videos. So the Lucid had a bad earnings report, and so I talked about that bear flag breaking there, and it actually just it had a pretty good follow through off of that. It was really almost like too easy to set up there. It gapped down off the earnings and just flushed down. So that one I'm still short biased on, because what it tends to do in the past, like I talked about it, off these bear flags, it just keeps going down. So I think looks like we're gonna test 250s next, 250. So I put on some puts today. Like I got it kind of late. Well, actually, I take it back. I did trade in the afternoon. I put on some puts, but I missed like most of the move. But I think it's gonna have some more follow through. I think that was the only trade I made, and because that was like such a good setup. But even though I missed most of the move there, I think it's still gonna have some follow through. And the same with the Rivian. Then I was watching that level forever, and then it actually went down crazy. So I had this level drawn out from back here, so the next support level was right here, and we blasted through that. Like the next support was right about 12, like about 12 to like high 11s. So we pushed through that today already, and I was hoping it wouldn't have gone down so much. It's already down a lot to get a short on, but that's like they say, in trading, the Linda Rash quote is, in trading as in fencing, there's the quick and the dead. So as trading as in fencing, there's the quick and the dead. So you have to be quick, and like on this one, if you weren't in it before the earnings, if you weren't in puts before the earnings, then we missed it. But looks like I might have missed it. But you never know with these, when they gap down so much, they sometimes have come back to like a mean, where they'll go up a bit. We'll see. They may just, if it blows through the lows today, like if we go back down below like 1106, still could be still a good short, you know, if this momentum continues. But a lot of times when something's down this much on a gap down, there is some rebound, some buyers come in. But we'll see. Like, I mean, really I missed that one because I wanted to see how it reacted. I mean, I'm usually more of a reactive trader, which is safer because you wait for the move that you're expecting first, or the setup has to like come to fruition. So but it was down too much, you know, because it was an earnings event. So but yeah, the Lucid, I mean, I think Lucid's still a good short because it's easily going to go down to 250. So, you know, it's at $3 now. So that's still a lot of meat left there. And yeah, that one's still good. I mean, I'm glad I put on the puts in the afternoon, even though I didn't really have much time to check everything. And the Tesla's held up pretty well compared to these bad other EV earnings reports. Tesla's looking pretty good, and maybe something to that, you know, because it's got this uptrend it's in right now. It's got this uptrend level, so that could turn into a bull flag. It looks kind of, the fact that it held up off of those other EV reports too. I mean, this is still bullish, short-term bullish, because it broke the downtrend and it's got this uptrend going. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla's, you know, hits 210, 215 in a couple weeks, in a week. So yeah, that's pretty much the EVs, and I haven't looked at everything else yet, but I'll just look at some of my main watches here. I did look at one of my scans, like the gap down scan didn't have that much, so that tells me it must have been a pretty decent day for stocks for risk on. But I'm just going through my scan here real quick, and my gap down scan at 27 hit my gap down scan, which on like really strong days for equities, there can be like less than 10, less than 20. So I'm guessing there's some mixed sectors that were strong and weak, but looks like the industrials just took off again. The XLI came off a flag. I mean, there's still this is really bullish stuff out here. Like XHB trended up. Of course, semis are up. That was a huge. I mean, yeah, it was just another bull flag. And Nvidia, I was kind of when it gapped up so much, I was a little concerned because sometimes if you get too fast of a move, they can correct, and it could have easily turned into like a red candle today. But yeah, it's just Nvidia is just in its own little world, you know. It's like it's not really dependent on anything else other than the obvious demand that's coming to it. So I mean, and the market's going to reward growth. Like the market, like equity investors love growth. So if you can grow like they do, there's going to be a premium, and it may not even be much. I mean, I think it's probably still fairly valued over the next 5 years. If the AI spend continues the way it has, and the AI spend's been really significant in the last like 10 years or so, but it's probably going to even increase, so but Nvidia may not be the biggest player. I mean, the only I shouldn't say it may not be the only option in a couple of years, but we'll see what if they have a moat, because in theory they shouldn't have a moat because it's a commodity basically, but they have like they have sort of like the first mover advantage, when you think about competition and the capitalistic economy, whatever advantages you have, can be significant sometimes. So they have like a, well, I'm just thinking that maybe, you know, like 10 years down the road, there's going to be, you know, a totally different landscape for chips and semis, you know, and GPUs. But I mean, yeah, with the commodity, you can't really expect it to last forever. Even though there is some brand, you know, and they have good relationships. I was listening to their conference call, and the conference call was really good, even though it's kind of boring to listen to people talk about. It's actually easier to read it to read for me, but I guess it's not supposed to be exciting. The conference call is not supposed to be exciting, but so yeah, the hood. I'm watching this hood looks really good too. Like if you look at the Robinhood's holding above that former level, so it's pretty convincingly held. So it's just a matter of what level where it goes next. So it's kind of a weird candle there, but I mean, if it breaks out again over 1425 or so, then yeah, it's should be good to go higher. And I was trying to find like some channel there, but like it looks just like a pennant. This is a pennant. That's what they call a pennant formation. So it's not really symmetrical to like a triangle or a flag or anything. It's just it's like a blob of price action. So it's we'll see what it does here. You see it did a triangle back there at the level, and it failed. So yeah, it's just it's at this point we have to wait for it to break out again, like over 1420. And oh yeah, Meta's going too. Like I really think Meta is one of my favorites now too. I think Meta may actually be my favorite tech stock, even with the valuation, because they're really focused now on their LLM. So with Llama, and apparently I heard like some inside scoop that I heard somebody publicly said that someone publicly said that they know people that work there that are working on a more advanced LLM, which I guess we assume they're always working on it anyway. So it's not. I'm not sure how much of an inside scoop it is, but they're just trying to compete, obviously, with all the other LLMs. So I think they're gonna put up a good fight there. So that may or may not be baked into the stock. Probably not. You know, if they can get a model that's close to, if they can compete with OpenAI, just even, you know, marginally on some of the LLM, then I mean the stock's gonna do a lot better, because they're not really Facebook anymore. Like I mean, yeah, I mean that's they may successfully be able to pivot to Gen AI, you know, because the market for these LLMs and for like Gen AI is gonna outpace a lot of things. So it's so I think it's just more good stuff to come from them. So, and I heard Adobe was down too, so maybe that's gonna be a good pickup at some point. Yeah, if it can come down to that level, that's like that'd be a good spot to buy some more. But it's having trouble now, and let's go and check Apple. Let's see what. Yeah, see, Apple held that level. That's actually a pretty good setup long. You see, Apple has found a clear Apple found a very clear support level here. It touched it there, there. So now we're breaking that downtrend momentum. So yeah, I mean, that's really good because it's a hammer candle today and a hammer candle yesterday and a hammer candle there. So it's printing a lot of hammers, which means it's getting bought up after it dips. So every time it dips, the buyers come in during the day. So yeah, Apple looks like actually one of the better setups long, because I can see a scenario where it comes back up. It could easily come back up to you know, that 199, you know, around 200. But for sure it could easily hit, you know, 196, which is this level here. So that's where I would, that's like my target here off of this downtrend break and level hold. I mean, it very well could reverse, but the way Nvidia is going, and Apple's working on AI too. They're just they can be a little slower, you know. So they're working on, like, even though they have the new, you know, headset out, they're planning, you know, they're gonna have even better headsets down the road, or glasses, like the Apple glasses. So, and that's supposed to be like the iPhone. Like the tech people say that they're building a everyday wearable glasses, you know, like kind of like the glasses on my face, like these glasses I'm wearing here. They're gonna be like that, you know, but they're gonna be like the Vision Pro, and but we'll see, you know. I think it might be a couple of years or a year down the road or so, but because as long as if the chips keep getting smaller, you know, as with Moore's law, that the computer chips get smaller and smaller. So in theory, you know, it's going to be pretty easy to do, or, you know, when the chips are smaller. So you can do a lot more when you know, with less space. But we'll see, you know. That's what I hear. Maybe it'll be longer. Maybe it'll be 4 years. I don't know, but I don't see why that's not going to come. It's going to come at some point. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've looked at so far, so I won't really prod around too much here, but looks like pretty much all tech rebounded. It looks like at least the good stocks, and the pharmaceuticals are up again. So that's another breakout here on PPH. That's a good one too. Like, that's a good swing trade, or an investment really, because these drug companies are gonna benefit even more from the new AI and machine learning advances. So even if there's not, you know, any more breakthroughs, that's already helpful for drug discovery. So yeah, this RGTI looks like it's kind of just hanging in there. And yeah, so I think Meta is good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Meta breaks out again tomorrow. Looks like it did today, actually. 488, 489, yeah. But if it breaks over, if it hits like 490 tomorrow, looks like it could easily just go. But yeah, so I like these EV shorts and Meta, Apple here, and yeah, that's about it. Looks like the dry bulk shippers are up again. Another breakout. And the JVA's been doing pretty well. This one trades for less than, or right around, its net tangible asset value, and that was one of my favorite deep value stocks right now, because when it was around $1, it was at net tangible asset value, which is like pretty much dirt cheap, you know, and like usually companies that are that cheap, they're not growing, or they're just, you know, not worth investing in. But this is a wholesale coffee company, so I mean, coffee business is a good business, so it should be. I think eventually there'll be some value coming out of it. Yeah, the BYND. I was talking a lot about that one too. So yeah, it still looks ready to go. Like it's a good print today. I think I was looking at calls on this one. I can't remember if I actually bought them, but I should buy. These are a good buy here because it's broken that downtrend momentum, and it just looks really. That's a really bullish pennant it's breaking out of here. So it's breaking out there. So that's another good long. And I think that's about it as far. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'll look at here. And I'll catch you in the next one.